my Pokemon loving friends and not Pokemon loving friends who just enjoy watching my videos. Hi! It's time for another rating of the Pokemon, but before I start I want to inform you that I have a t-shirt for sale right now and it's pretty cute. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go to my Design by Human store, which I will link down below, and get it if you want. If you don't want it, don't get it. Because, don't get it. Or get it. Whatever. Last week we ended the video with Electrode and everything went to shit, so I hope that it will work out today. We are starting out with the multiple egg Pokemon, number 102, Exeggcute. It's just an egg Pokemon, but it's more of them, so I call it the multiple egg Pokemon. So, as I mentioned before, Pokemon is really into the whole multiple heads type of thing. I don't know why, but that's okay. Exeggcute consists of 6 egg heads, but apparently they're not eggs, but plant seeds, which confuses me because it's clearly an egg Pokemon and you can't see a yolk in the broken one, so I'm confused a little bit. All of these egg persons have different types of faces. The one looks derpy, the other one looks angry, sad, I don't know. The thing about Exeggcute is that it's a combination between a grass type and a psychic type, and the psychic type kicks in where they actually communicate with each other through psychic language that no one understands but them. And I think that's cool. If one of the eggs gets separated though, which means there's only 5 eggs, the Exeggcute will go on a search to another Pokemon or thing to replace the other egg, which I think is both sad and beautiful. I think Togepi would look great with the Exeggcute as a replacement. Exeggcute for me is a 3 out of 5. Exeggcute then evolves into Exeggutor, which is a Pokemon that looks like a palm tree or pineapple tree or a tree with coconuts on it and their heads. And once again, one of them looks derpy, which I appreciate. Exeggutor is also a psychic and grass Pokemon. It has very great psychic capabilities. If Exeggutor, oh god, this name. If Exeggutor loses one of its head, it falls on the ground and it will become part of an Exeggcute. Exeggcute. This entire dynamic confuses the hell out of me. If you want to know more about that, just go look at this video that the Dex made about it. That still confused me. I will link it down below. Exeggutor is a 4 out of 5. Number 104 is Cubone. Now Cubone is adorable. I don't know, I really like Cubone, but I'm slightly disturbed by the fact that the thing he wears on his head is its mother's skull. But does that mean that every single Cubone does not have a mother? Do all Cubone mothers die as soon as they have their Cubone baby? That's creepy. I'm scared. Cubone is often sad and in mourning because of the loss of its mother, and I'm about to cry. Cubone is cute. Cubone and his evolution are the only Pokemon that can use Bone Club and Bone Meringue because they have bones in their hands which they throw around and slap you with. I like that. It's nice. Cubone is adorable. His mom's head can come off though. The skull on his head, it can come off. I have no clue what it looks like. Isn't there a theory that Cubone is like the child of a Kangaskhan that died, and then the baby Kangaskhan got out of the pouch and now it's wearing its mother's head? I don't know. I think that's a theory I've read somewhere. I don't know if that's true. Probably not, because Cubone is a Cubone. 5 out of 5. Then Cubone evolves into Marowak, and as it evolves into Marowak, the skull on its head becomes its head. It's no longer detachable, it is just his head now. Marowak has finally gotten over the death of its mother and is now a very angry boy which likes to hurt you. And that's it. 4 out of 5. Up next is Hitmonlee, one of the fighting Pokemon. It is actually a kicking Pokemon because it has very strong and powerful legs they can stretch and hit you from a distance, and it's crazy. Hitmonlee is, I think, what's his name again? Hitmonlee's name comes from hit and monster and... Why did I forget the name of this guy? Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. So that's cool. Hitmonlee lives in urban areas and often is used by people who have fighting matches with their Pokemon in like boxing rings or kicking rings or any type of rings. And I kind of think he's awesome. So Hitmonlee is a 4 out of 5. Then the other Hitmon Pokemon is a number 107 Hitmonchan, which name obviously comes from Hit and Monster and Chin-chan. I mean Jackie Chan. God, I'm hilarious. Hitmonchan is a punching Pokemon and it has these boxing gloves and like his body is made out of clothes. Its punches are so fast and crazy that they can hit through concrete because he's a fighting boy. And after every 3 minutes of fighting, he has to take a rest. You go, Hitmonchan. 4 out of 5. Next up is Lickitung. Now, Lickitung I never understood but always loved. It is a licking Pokemon. What? Seriously though, Lickitung, I think he's awesome. So his tongue is about 2 foot? No, 6 foot or something, I think. I think Lickitung's tongue is twice the Lickitungs height. So it's about 5 foot something, and it is very long and it can stick to anything, which can be very useful. I don't know in what way. Maybe like if it licks something, will it just not stick to his tongue and then stay there forever? Anyway, Lickitung is one of these Einzelgänger Pokemons. That's what I call them when they're on their own in the list. They're just lonely, but I like the Einzelgänger Pokemons. Did I just say Pokemons? Oh! Hi! Please kill me. 4 out of 5. Number 109 is Koffing, the poison gas Pokemon. It is filled with all these fumes and shit, and it is gross, and it causes sniffles and coughing and teary eyes, and it can explode, and it has a really thin skin, so that's why it can like puff up like you sometimes see it do in the anime. Koffing comes from the word coughing. I know. But Koffing is just that Team Rocket Pokemon that we've all come to love. He is so, I don't know, Koffing is endearing to me. I don't know why, even though he's like filled with gases and fumes. He's endearing to me. So Koffing for me is a 4 out of 5. Up next is Weezing, which is kind of like 2 coffins attached to a tiny little ball with a thingy. And the thing about Weezing is that when the other one inflates, the other one deflates. So their heads just keep fucking blah 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 blah. One of them looks derpy. I like derpy looking Pokemon, we all know that. And Weezing is generally just hilarious. I don't know why. He has these teeth and he just looks stupid, and I fucking love it. Weezing is constantly mixing its poisonous gases by doing the inflating deflating thing and just becoming more disgusting, and when it hits you with these gases you'll just fall down. 4 out of 5. Number 111 is Rhyhorn. First thing I want to say about Rhyhorn is that in Pokemon X and Y, you have this Rhyhorn outside of your house that you can ride, and it is fucking adorable. I love that Rhyhorn. It's so cute. But apart from that, Rhyhorn doesn't really do that much for me. He looks kind of cool. It is pretty much just a, what do you call them? I don't know what you call those animals in English. Rhino. I knew that. Oh my god, I just woke up. Just fucking leave me be. Rhinoceros. The funny thing about Rhyhorn is that it can only run in one straight line because it has really short legs, which make it impossible for him to like make a turn. And I think that's fucking hilarious. I don't know, it's just hilarious. Rhyhorn is a 3 out of 5 for me. Then Rhyhorn evolves into Rhydon, which I think Rhydon is a little bit cooler than Rhyhorn because it's on its hind legs and it just looks kind of majestic-ish. It also kind of looks like Nidoqueen and Nidoking, but that's a whole different story that I don't know. Ask someone else. Rhydon is a drill Pokemon and it has a really thick hide, which makes it pretty much immune to lava and all kind of shit that's crazy. So he can just chill in some lava, just chilling. His hide is that thick. I always think of Rhydon as something to be really aggressive and mean, but when I look at it, I'm just like, you're just a big teddy bear, aren't you? Just a big teddy bear. And Rhydon, the big teddy rhino, gets 5 out of 5 from me because I just think it's kind of cool. Next up is Chansey. Now, Chansey is the egg Pokemon, another egg Pokemon. Do you think Chansey steals Exeggcute eggs and puts them in her pouch? Because then you're wrong, because Chansey makes about 7 really nutritious eggs every day and gives them to people in need, which is super cute. And Chansey in general is just such a cute, loving, sweet, nursey Pokemon that I want to hug and meet. And remember that episode where Jessie wanted to be a nurse but could only be one of the Chanseys, and she became best friends with the Chansey, and it's fucking cute. Now, Chansey is a top-notch Pokemon that is not very useful in battle, but who cares? Because it's really cute, so it's a 5 out of 5. That was it for this week. Next week we're starting out with Tangela, the spaghetti monster Pokemon, and yeah, that was it. Have a good week. Bye!